Hello, my name is John. We're going to be looking at the E.F. Johnson radios that are in use by Yukon EMS, the portable radio units. Starting with the basics, we have the battery, charger, and radio. After plugging the charger into the wall, a green power light will shine on the right side. The battery is placed in the charger foot end first with the contacts facing away from you. When placed correctly into the charger, a solid orange charge light should illuminate. The battery can be charged with the radio attached as long as the radio is powered down. The battery is ready to be put into service when the ready light is solid green, indicating a full charge. If the charge light is orange or blinking orange, it is not done charging. A fast orange blink indicates a fault, and the battery must be reset in the cradle. Remove it all the way and place it back in the cradle. Let's talk about putting the battery and the radio together. Insert the beveled end of the battery at a 45-degree angle towards the top of the radio. Push the bottom of the battery towards the radio until a click is heard. To remove the battery, press the release button on the bottom and pull the bottom of the battery away from the radio. Now with the battery in the portable, let's turn it on. Using the knob in top left corner of the unit, rotate it clockwise to power on and set the volume level. After turning it on, the radio will do a self-check and you will hear an audible tone when complete. Turning the same knob counterclockwise to the left turns the power off. Let's go over other buttons and knobs on the radio. When looking at the top of the radio, the more rightward knob is the channel selector labeled 1 through 15. Below the numbered ring, you'll notice the knuckles. This is the keypad lockout. To the right of that is a red emergency call button, which is to be pressed only in the case of immediate life-threatening emergencies to the responder. On the left side of the unit there are 4 buttons. The 3 light gray small keys are non-functional at this time, but will turn on the backlight if pressed. The 4th and largest button is the push-to-talk button. On the front of the unit is a keypad and 6 other buttons under the display. F1 is the unit call button. F2 is the talk group lock-unlock button. F3 is the scan on or off button. F4 is the talk group select button. The 2 arrow buttons are for scrolling. Optionally, there may be a tethered speaker microphone attached to the right side of your portable radio. On the left side of the handset there is a large black push-to-talk button. On the front there is a volume control lever marked high and low. Underneath is a port for external headphones. On the back of the handset there is a spring-loaded clip for attaching the handset to clothing. To attach the speaker microphone to your radio, insert bottom hook at a 45-degree angle to the hole under the contacts. Push the top towards the radio until you hear a click. There is a set screw in the top that may be screwed in to lock it to the radio. To remove speaker microphone, remove set screw. Pull top lever away from radio and handset should release. For carrying the radio, use the provided leather case and belt clip. Sliding the radio into the case, securing with a strap over the top and attaching the button to the front of the case. To attach the case to the belt clip, invert the case, slide the pin into the belt clip and allow case to rotate to an upright orientation. To remove from belt clip, invert case, pull upwards disengaging the pin from the belt clip. Let's talk on the radio. When you wish to use your radio to talk on an EMS channel, you must first ensure you are on the correct zone, which are based on highways in the Yukon. Choose the closest tower or channel and finally select the proper talk group. Let's say you are in Carmax, for example. Carmax is on the North Klondike Highway. Starting out, you must ensure that the keypad is not locked by rotating the keypad lockout switch to the A position. Turning it to either B or C will lock the radio again. Next, using the multi-function arrow buttons, go up or down to find the highway you are on. The unit will beep 3 times to confirm the selection. Following that, you will need to choose a close tower to your location. These are also called channels. There will be times when you are able to connect to multiple towers. We will continue to use our Carmax scenario. Using the channel selector, rotate until you find your tower. In this case, Bordeaux. If, after a short amount of time, you hear a single low tone and reg failed shows on your radio's display, you have not connected with a tower, and you will need to find a closer one. You may also see out of range on your radio's display, should you no longer have enough signal to transmit or receive. Once you have connected to a tower, you must decide who you would like to talk to. This portion refers to talk groups. If you are in Carmax and wish to talk to dispatch in Whitehorse, you need to press the F4 talk group select button and then, using the arrow buttons, find EMS WHSE and press F4 again to lock in your selection, after which you will hear a two-tone beep indicating you have now been set for that talk group. If the display shows TG lock, the talk group option is locked. You must press the F2 button talk group lock unlock to unlock the talk groups. You may use any talk group that you need to on any zone and tower combination. Now we'll look at the E.F. Johnson mobile radio units that are located in the ambulances and responding vehicles of Yukon EMS. The operation is essentially the same. However, the knobs and buttons are located in different locations. Starting on the left and moving rightward, you will note a knob above where the mic is plugged in. This is the power volume knob. To turn the unit on or off, simply press this knob in. To adjust the volume of the unit, rotate this knob to set the desired level. The arrow button next to this is a backlight on-off button. The number keys are all soft keys and labeled accordingly. The orange emergency button follows the display screen and has the same use as on the portable. The knob on the far right is the channel select, zone select toggle, and multifunction knob. Press this knob in to change its function to zone or channel indicated on the display as to which will be adjusted. Then rotate to make your selection. This will always default to channel select on power up. To change who you would like to speak with, or your talk group, press the number 2 button labeled TG cell, and use the knob on the far right to make your selection. If the display indicates that the talk group is locked, you must press the number 5 button, TG lock, to unlock the talk groups. If during your transport you travel out of range of the tower you are connected to, you will hear a loud single tone that will repeat itself as well as see out of range on your display. You will need to find a closer tower to rectify this. On either radio, in order to turn off or on the scan feature, simply press the scan button. Number 1 on the mobile unit and F3 on the portable. To talk, hold the radio about 2 inches from your mouth. This is very important, as holding it too close will distort your message. In a normal voice, slowly, clearly and concisely. Do not shout, since it distorts your voice. Once you have finished speaking, release the push to talk button. If you are having any troubles with finding your highway or talk group, you can find this radio map on the intranet in a PDF called MRS Refresher Presentation, and in the map books of the White Horse ambulances. We hope you have been able to learn the basics of using the E.F. Johnson radios that we use here at Yukon EMS. If you have any additional questions, please ask one of the others who are more familiar with the operation of the radios or use the online resources on the intranet.